So the way that the influence of the kingdom works in a movement is the energy flows. This is a movement of God for the people. And the energy flows from heaven down to the earth and out into humanity as a movement. It's flat. It's spread. It's empowering. It's distributing authority, not delegating it. Delegating authority is the way of the world, where we're in a chain of command. And wherever you are, there's people below you, there's people above you. And when you're given a task, then you delegate some of that to someone else. But the authority always rises, is up at the top. Up the chain of command. In the kingdom movement, there's no chain of command. There's Jesus and everyone else. That's it. And so the authority is now distributed from one person to the next and then to the next. And it's flat like this. Unfortunately, that's a movement of God for the people, but usually church becomes a monument of people for God. And it looks more like this. Where we draw all the resources and energy from humanity to build something special for God. This is the opposite of a movement. And this sucks everything in. So it doesn't move. It becomes a cathedral. Yesterday we went to a cathedral that costs, what was it,
3,000 pounds a day.
3,000 pounds a day to keep the doors open of an empty stone building. 1,750,000 in US dollars. And it would be over £1 million to keep this building open and empty. That's a monument for God by the people. It costs a lot of money, draws all the energy, and it doesn't really do anything for what God wants. He wants to reverse the polarity. Instead of sucking things in, push them all out. And it requires a different way of thinking. You cannot create dependency upon leaders. You have to empower people. You have to distribute authority. So what I want to talk about now, it pulls away from the fields, that's what happens, is an apostolic prophetic foundation for the kingdom of God. The apostle is called an architect. They are foundation-laying gifts, the apostles and prophets. It's hard to read, I'm sorry. I'll read it for you. Apostles are foundation-laying gifts. They are architectural and catalytic. They release and empower ordinary disciples to do the work of evangelism. And the verse says, God has appointed in the church first apostles, second prophets, third teachers, then miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, administrations, and various kinds of tongues. Now, what you need to understand is he's not talking about first in importance. He's not talking about a hierarchy, the top of the food chain. That is not what he's talking about. He's talking about chronology. Because he's talking about a foundation. You don't build a roof before you have a foundation. Every construction starts with getting the foundation right. First, the foundation. First, the apostles.